I really don't know if there's a place that I can go. But I'm thinking about switching gym. They over there playing already. All right, I'm thinking about switching gyms. I'm actually done with my workout. Watch the whole video to see what I'm talking about. Yes, for those who say I talk about this too much, I'm talking about it again. But I am highly, highly considering switching gyms. The only thing that I'm worried about is would it even make a difference, man? Because the world is full of people who don't have goals. The world is full of people who focus on everybody else besides themselves. Nobody's lifting weights, building muscle. You're most likely not going to accomplish your goals if you're focusing on someone else. If you're wagging your tail every time you see somebody, if you're doing things purposely to start conversations, if you're staring at people's eyes and just can't wait until they talk to you, if your focus is on the external instead of what's within, you're not. You know, you can watch as many videos as you want. You can listen to as many lies as you want. You can listen to as many gimmicks as you want. You can make yourself feel so good because I heard such and such said and such, or I answered the question right and I got the, oh my gosh, I can talk a good, you can talk a good game. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Who am I to talk today? At the end of the day, who am I to talk? You know? Some people say, well, you let them bother you, you let them stop you. My question is this, do you lift? My question is this, do you lift? Do you diet? Do you live the lifestyle? This is a lifestyle. 90% of people are not going to understand what I'm talking about. And I need to realize that. It ain't everybody, it's me. I need to realize that 90% of people in this world are not going to understand what I'm talking about. They're going to say, I'm crying or I'm complaining. And no, yes, I am. But when you're goal orientated, when a dog wants to bite something, he really wants to bite it, what he's gonna do? He's gonna bark, he's gonna try, and he's going to whine. He's gonna whine. You ever seen a dog want to bite something so bad and they start crying because he can't get to it? That's exactly what lifting weights is when you can't get to it. You want it that bad. But the difference is you don't want to get injured. You don't want to get injured, all right? So you don't want to get injured. To lift heavier weights, for me to get, let me tell you my goals, all right? My goals, I'm 155 right now. My goals is to accomplish a 500 or more pound deadlift at 155 pounds. I did 545 before, but I was 230 pounds. Powerlifting, you look at the weight that was lifted, then you look at how much the person who lifted it weighed. All right. So, for instance, if somebody bench presses 400 pounds, wow, that's a lot of weight. Yes, that's a lot of weight. I've never lifted 400 pounds on a bench press in my life. I did it on a deadlift, and way in the past, I did it on a squat. You know, I did 545 on a deadlift. But 400 pounds on a bench press, that's a lot of weight. The heaviest I've done, I did 365. And I think I don't remember if I did 385. This is all, I've been lifting for years. All right. So, I'm just going to use 400, right? If somebody's 400 pounds and they bench 400, that's not heavy. That is their body weight. That's like me benching 155. That's my body weight. I could do double that. That person who's 400, he ain't doing 800 most likely. That's world record stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's only maybe 5 people in the world that could do that much. But still, how much should a 400-pound guy lift if he's talking about he's strong? If he ain't lifting at least 6, then he shouldn't be 400 pounds as a lifter. All right? And I'm not bashing people's body weights or anything like that. I'm just saying we're talking lifting. This is how we talk in the lifting world, all right? So a lot of times I lift a certain amount of weight and somebody else will say, well, such and such lift such and such. And I'd be like, how much does such and such weigh? You have to key in that factor. You don't know lifting unless you know that one thing. That's why there's weight classes in powerlifting. Just like in boxing, you got, different weight classes. Just like in MMA, you have different weight classes. I'm trying to lift the biggest amounts of weight that I can possibly lift while still being lean, all right? And being lean it's actually more dangerous to lift really heavy when you're lean. You're more frail. No matter how strong I look, no matter how the six-pack look, no matter how much the muscles pop out, I'm actually way more frail than if I was to gain 20 pounds. Which might be the plan in the near future, but I want to max my strength out at this body weight. I want to beat all my past numbers at this body weight, or at least get close to them. The 365 bench, am I going to get that at 155? I don't know. I'm not even really training bench right now. I do dumbbell presses and stuff like that. I've been more bodybuilding style lifting for like the last 2 years, but I'm getting hungry for that. I'm getting hungry to start training more powerlifting style again. Since I've been deadlifting again, since I've been squatting again, I just don't want to add the calories yet. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it while I'm still in a deficit. I want to do it while I'm still pretty much maintaining at this body weight. That way I know it's coming more from technique than just my body weight. Mass moves mass. I can easily gain 50 pounds and crush all my numbers. I can easily gain 50 pounds and crush all my numbers. But that's not the move. To me, that's not skill. Lifting weights is a skill. You don't just go in there and pick the weights up. It's a skill. I don't expect everybody to understand this, but if you want to get good at this, you have to understand. To get good at something, you have to understand it. It's a skill. Chiseling your body, getting six-pack abs, bodybuilding is a skill. It's a skill, and you have to learn. It isn't something that you just wish happens and it happens. No. That's why most people are failing. That's why most people are the same strength and the same size every year. Because their energy is on the external. They're searching from energy from other people. No, it comes from within. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sound deep and mystical or nothing like that. I'm just saying it does. It comes from within. It's you versus the weights. Too many people crowd around each other. They crowd around each other in hopes to I don't know what they hope. Honestly, I was trying to come up with something that sounds good, but I really don't know. They tapping each other on the shoulder while they're lifting, and it's terrible. They're stopping each other mid-set. It is terrible. If I'm doing, it don't matter what I'm doing. I could be just doing tricep pull downs. I am focused on the tricep pull down. I do not want you. Dog, chill out. For real. You're not going to get nowhere with that. For one, you over here talking to me. I'm trying to work out. Now you keeping me from getting there. But you're already there. You're already strong. You're already muscular. Oh my gosh. Shaking and jiggling your tail. Stop doing that, man. Please. In 2023, New Year's. No. I'm about to say, don't bring that into New Year's. 2023, do not bring that into New Year's, all right? But I'm the type of person to tell you, don't wait for New Year's to make a bad habit or break a bad habit, or make a good, you know what I mean. Do not wait until New Year's to make a resolution to do what you're trying to do, that you could be starting today. You could be starting today. If you got weight to lose, what's your best option? Waiting into New Year's or starting today? I would way rather wholeheartedly start today. You got 3 months into New Year's. What could you accomplish in 3 months? You know, a lot of people say, oh, that ain't a lot of time. That ain't gonna. You can accomplish a lot in 3 months. But if a bigger YouTuber with billions of subs tell you can get abs in 2 weeks, you're gonna run with that. But 3 months is a long time. Man, think about what you're saying before you say it to me. All right? So what I'm trying to say is give yourself 6 months. You got 3 months into New Year's. Most people give up on their New Year's resolution in January. The rest of them give up on it in February. Some of them might make it to March. It depends on how hard their resolution was or how serious they were about it. But after that, that's 3 months, right? February, January, February, March. We got October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 6 months. So if you start now, I wholeheartedly believe, from my experience, from everybody's experience, I've been in the gym for a long time, I wholeheartedly believe you have a better chance of reaching your goals and sticking to your goals. You will learn so much more from here to New Year's than if you just waited for New Year's and then start just running out the gate. It's like a race. You know, people look at it like a race where it's actually a marathon. You know, New Year's come, that's like somebody dropping a flag, go. And everybody just start going. That is not going to make you lose weight. You know, everybody want to start running. You want to sit on the couch. A lot of people do this too. I've seen a lot of people do this. This is terrible. All right. And you might not believe it, but it might be hitting home, or you might know somebody that did this. But a lot of people gain more weight before they start losing weight. Okay, January coming. New Year's coming. So I'm going to eat whatever I want right now. I'm going to just tear down. So I can, get ready to start losing weight. You want to tear down? Okay, there's holidays coming up, right? There's holidays coming up. You got Halloween, New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's 4 holidays back to back, right? I don't believe in celebrating holidays. I will never celebrate holidays. I'm not dissing nobody for celebrating holidays. A lot of people don't do their research. Some people just, it's just fun and games. You think so? I challenge you to do your research. And you're a grown man, grown woman. I cannot control your household. I'm not here for that. That is not what I'm saying. I'm speaking on me and what I do with mine. We don't celebrate holidays at all. People like, that's wrong. So your kids can't have candy on Halloween. No, they cannot. I'm not saying they can't have candy, but it ain't gonna be for Halloween. They can eat candy today. Why we gotta do everything together? Why we gotta hold hands? Everybody gotta hold hands and do everything together. I don't get it. But that's not why I don't celebrate holidays, all right? I don't celebrate holidays because there's a lot of dark history behind these holidays, and that's what you're celebrating. Period. Do your research. Pick a holiday, do your research. Think about it. How did the holiday start? Thanksgiving, what happened? Then you gotta think about what happened right after Thanksgiving, right? The first one, not this year, not last year. Tell when it was invented. Invented? Is that the word to use? Yeah, we're gonna use that. We're gonna think about that. Christmas, is it what it's supposed to be? Do some research on Christmas. You probably saw, and whatever you want to do after that, do it. But that ain't what I'm talking about. If you celebrate holidays, when it comes to dieting, all right, a lot of people think that, okay, the holidays coming, so I can't diet because I got to eat for this day, I got to eat for that day. For one, you don't have to. But if you choose to, that's still not that bad, diet-wise. I was about to say it ain't that bad. You do your research and you'll see why holidays are terrible. All right? I ain't being just a good Grinch. No. Look it up. All right? So, you got October 31st. You got November 20 something. That's a whole month apart. Okay, you got Christmas, another whole month apart. And then you got New Year's, which is only a couple days after Christmas, a week or two, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math on camera right now. So you got 4 different holidays. They're actually spread out, even though they're back-to-back month-wise. If you look at it, like, if you use the holidays as your cheat days, if you celebrate, that's not really that bad. That's one cheat day every few months, every month. That's a cheat day once a month. That's not that bad. You know, and some people are going to eat and drink a couple days, you know, during those holidays, you know, a little bit after, the leftovers, whatever. It's still not that bad. Especially if you still count your calories. Now, who's really going to count their calories on Thanksgiving? I've seen people talk about they do that and this and that and third. Honestly, if I was to celebrate holidays, I wouldn't even count calories those days. I just make sure the days leading to those days and the days after those days, I'm on point. That way, that cheat day didn't do anything but refill my glycogen and my energy. That's it. It is not going to become body fat, you know, because you got to think about how body fat happens, how it occurs. All right, first you're going to lose water weight and glycogen from your water weight, and then glycogen from your liver and your muscles, and then you start losing body fat. I don't care what diet you're on, that's how it goes. And in reverse, that's how it comes back. Your glycogen, water weight, liver, muscle glycogen restores before your body stores body fat. Your body is using the calories to do that, right? Whether it's fat, protein, carbs, your body uses all of those as energy. Not equally, but all of those are energy, all right? So at the end of the day, calories are what? Energy. And if energy isn't burned, guess what it does? It stores. Stores is what? Body fat, adipose tissue. Simple and plain. That's another reason why a lot of people in the gym right now, they don't understand that. They're in a gym talking. I'm in a car talking. Because I can't go in the gym. I can't go back in there. I've been in there 2 hours. I ain't do nothing. What's the solution, man? The solution, short term, the solution is to keep doing what I've been doing and making sure I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's short term. Long term, I need to move. I need to move so I can have room for equipment at my house. A lot of people always ask me why I don't got no equipment at my house. I don't have room for that. At the end of the day, I don't have room for it. And the little stuff that I could fit in there it wouldn't be what I need. I'm trying to have a 500-pound deadlift. I'm trying to have a freaking mid-threes bench press, and I'm trying to have 400 pounds on the squat. I don't know how long that's gonna take. That's probably gonna take a long time because my squat sucks. And I'm a truthful guy. I tell the truth when I get in front of this camera. Because who am I lying to? Because I guarantee you most of the people that's going to laugh at me for not having a 500-pound squat probably ain't even got a 100-pound squat. So why should I be scared to tell somebody what my squat is? I haven't squatted 300 pounds in over 2 years. My maximum squat was 455. And I don't got it on camera, so you don't got to believe it. The heaviest I got on camera when I first started my channel, and I'm gonna guess 350. I don't know. I started my channel over 3 years ago. I don't remember all of that. All right. You know, that's all, man. I don't know, man. Nobody gets it, man. Nobody understands lifting, all right? Somebody's lifting heavy and it's impressing you, you do not have to go and talk to that person. If you know somebody, I barely know I'm not even going to start yelling and screaming. I want to, but I'm not. If you know somebody from the gym, especially, okay, in my situation, I don't know these people. I know them from the gym. I don't know half of their names, and I don't want to. I'm not here for that. If you know somebody is serious, if you know somebody's really on their stuff, admire from afar, all right? If you want to learn from them, learn their movements too. Learn their attitude, all right? Learn their attitude. I tell people all the time, the secret is shutting up. The secret is shutting up. Silence is key. Hold your energy. Release it on the weight, not on other people. Release it on the weight. It's a never-ending cycle, all right? I'm gonna say what I mean, and I'm gonna mean what I say. I'm probably gonna take a break right now after this. I do not want to take a break. This is the wrong time to take a break because I'm starting up my it's ironic. I'm starting up my most iconic series, all right? My most motivational series. Let me put it like that. I still think my walk and talk cardio has the most information of any of my videos, but my most motivational series is my New Year's series, period. But how am I going to preach my New Year's series and tell people to be motivated and try to motivate people, which isn't my forte, I know that, it's not. But when it's coming towards a time where people need the motivation the most, because most people are, I don't know, I diss it. I diss the idea of waiting into New Year's. I diss the idea of everybody doing everything together. I don't like it. But to each his own. You know, I am the minority to the rule. I am not, most people aren't like me, all right? Most people don't, focus on self. Most people don't get up and get it. I'm the get up and get it type guy. I get up early in the morning, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. There's wins, there's losses, there's ups, there's downs, there's fails. Today was just a fail. So this video is basically going to be, this is a 3-day video, really. 2 days ago, I went to go to the gym to deadlift. I went at the wrong time, too many people. Today, I woke up late, too many people. I failed at 400 pounds, which I shouldn't do, but it's still an accomplishment to what I've done. A month ago I started back deadlifting, and I did 315, and I was failing at 315. So for me to fail at 405, where my last deadlift session I did 425, and it felt like I could have did 455. I'm on my way back to 500. Just throwing out some numbers out there. I only weigh 155. All right, so if that doesn't sound like a very impressive number in powerlifting, you compare what was lifted to the person's body weight, pound for pound, i.e. Most people are not gonna get it. But that's not what I'm on this video. That is not why I turn my camera on, is to talk about numbers. No. I'll talk about it through the end of the video. The end of the video is basically me going into the gym and getting ready to go in the gym. All right. It's gonna be a long video because I did talk some real stuff, and I felt like I touched on some good points. And I talked for a long time to the camera, not to another person. It's a difference. It's a huge difference, all right? And because people will say, hey, you just what talking? Yo, it's a huge difference between talking while I'm getting ready to go to the gym or after the gym compared to in the gym, all right? I'm here to lift. I'm not here for grown people, and I say this a lot. I'm tired of saying it. People tired of hearing it. I'm tired of saying it. But it happens. It's real. You should not be in there. If you're focused on somebody else more than you're focused on yourself, you're not going to reach your goals. You're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on the wrong things. That's literally like driving in the wrong direction trying to reach your destination, but you're driving in the opposite direction. How likely are you going to reach your destination? Fitness, your goals is a destination. It's a journey towards your destination. Whether you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, get stronger, get faster, get more flexible, the majority of people do not reach their goals because they try to skip past the journey part. They try to skip from where they at to where they're trying to be at. All of the things that in the middle, they just try to skip it. There's no fast forward button. There's no skip button. This isn't a DVD or a Blu-ray or whatever y'all watch nowadays. This isn't that. If you're watching me right now, you're watching YouTube. Yeah, you can fast forward to the good parts. You can fast forward to the end where I'm talking my best parts. But let me explain this video, all right? 2 days ago, I went to a deadlift. And I was like, nah, the deadlift platforms was taken. Other people have the right to work out, so I don't own the gym, so cool. There was nothing wrong with that. The deadlift platforms was taken. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited. The people that took the deadlift, that was using them, wasn't really using them, all right? So a lot of people say, why don't you just ask to work in? I cannot work in with them. For one, I'm deadlifting way more than them, so I will have to take off my plates every time in between sets and put them on. That takes a lot of energy. If you're lifting, especially with the plates I'm using, in there we got bumper plates and they're very thick, and it's like it's a workout just putting them on and off. So if I'm shooting for a certain number on the bar, I'm bleeding energy in between every set. I'm taking off my plates, they're putting on their plates. I can't. There's nah. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. All right, for one, and for two, I don't want to go up there and ask them how long their set is going to be because they're already just talking. You talk to a talkative person in the gym, they're not going to shut up. They're not going to shut up. I don't expect everybody to understand this because most people talk. There's nothing wrong with talking. Doing doesn't even matter to most people. They go to the gym. Oh, I'm accomplished. I went to the gym. Oh. You accomplished what? I didn't accomplish any, and who am I to talk? I didn't accomplish anything today. I worked up to 405. Then I switched my workouts. That's another thing that's been happening lately. I've been having to switch my workouts because it is dangerous. All right, what happened? I went in the gym. I keep on starting over. I went in the gym. Dude followed me from the locker room to the workout area. And I'm looking like, I'm thinking he's going to try to take the spot I'm trying to get, so I hurried up into my deadlift area. He followed me. He's bench pressing. The bench press is like literally, the bench press he was using literally was as close as my back seat is to me. That's how close he was to me. There's all these other open bench presses. Why are you that close to me? And in between my sets, I'm recording my video. I'm gonna put the clips. I'm recording my video. But in between my sets, I'm editing my videos. I'm cutting it the length I wanted to cut it, and so I won't have to do it later. It only takes a second. It's not really distracting to my workout. It only takes a second. Cut the end, cut the beginning. That's it. I took a long time to get to because you have to get ready. All right. For those who don't know lifting, let me explain something to you. You don't just lift weights heavy, especially. You don't even lift lightweight. You don't lift weights cold. You do not lift weights. You should not start your set because somebody else is staring at you. They want you to hurry up and start your set, or somebody else is worried. You should not be worried about what other people are worried about. You should be focusing on you. You lift when you're ready. All right? I see a lot of people get injured because of that. They lift heavy weights, and they get pressured into lifting when they're not ready because somebody's looking at them or somebody's saying something, somebody's thinking. It does happen. For those who don't lift, it does. I'm letting you know before you even get in there. Everybody's going to think something. And the more stronger you are and the better physique you have, the more eyes are going to be on you. A lot of people think it's the opposite. Or if I'm heavyweight, if I'm overweight, if I'm beginner, it sounds like common sense that they'll be focusing on you more than they'll focus on me, but it's the opposite. It'll sound like they'll be trying to puppeteer you and teach you more than they try to teach me, but it's the opposite. So, for one, dude already crowded my space. It's uncomfortable, but I'm like, I'm gonna lift anyways. I'm gonna only use this one camera angle, try to keep them on my camera or whatever, because I don't like putting people on my camera. I don't want to be on somebody else's camera. I get it, that's gym etiquette. I respect other people's privacy. All right, he's only benching maybe, not to talk crap about it, but like I said, pound for pound, he probably I weighed 275 at my heaviest, so he had to be like 3. He kind of shorter, so he looked like he was about 300 pounds, right? And this is no diss. He could be a beginner. He could have different ailments, physical, mental, whatever. I'm not dissing him. I'm just putting out the facts. He weighs about 300, and he was benching maybe, 135 plus 50. He was benching 185 and barely getting it. His form wasn't terrible, but it was okay-ish. But I could tell he was focusing on me, and he was worried about what I would think about his bench press. And he was looking at it's too much. No, when you're lifting, it's you and the weights. Let's say this steering wheel is my weights that I'm trying to lift. I literally have to be like this. I'm die-hard focused on the steering wheel. I put my hands on the bar, I lift it with proper form. Now, this steering wheel is the weights, right? If I'm like this, or like this, or like anywhere else besides this bar, and I lift it like this, I'm probably gonna hurt myself, especially the heavier the weight is. Nobody understands that. Nobody understands that until they get hurt. Somebody watching this video right now saying, man, you crying. Or no, it's not that. So this video is gonna basically be the commentary of, this is what I go through, right? A lot of people will look at the weights that I just lifted and say, wow, that's a lot of weight. You don't get it. It might be a lot of weight to you. I want to lift weights that's a lot of weight to me. I've already done way more than the weights that I'm lifting right now. All right, pound for pound, I think I'm just as good as I've ever been, pound for pound. But I want to be able to lift the same weights at this body weight than I was lifting when I was 100 pounds heavier. No, let me see. At my strongest, I was 230. So I'm 155, 165. I'm doing my fingers, yeah. 155, 165, 75, 85, 95, 205, 215, 225. So 75 pounds heavier than I am now. I want the same, and that's a feat. That is a feat. But for me to accomplish that, I gotta be as focused as I possibly can. I gotta be more consistent than I have been, even though I've been in the gym. I've been doing my thing, but I have to be as focused as I possibly can, and I have to be injury-free as possible. A lot of people, why don't you just lift anyways? I mean, it's distractions, but just do it. That's how you get injured. No, there's not going to be always perfect days. There's not going to always be, just like I tell myself all the time, like I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, so I'm never going to not hurt at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting if I wait until the perfect day, I feel the perfect way, there's a perfect amount of people in the gym and this and that and third, I get it. If I'm waiting for that, it'll never happen because it has never happened before. Most likely it'll never happen. And on that day when it does happen, if it ever happens, I'm not going to be trained enough because I ain't been training. I'll be untrained. It doesn't matter how good things are going. You lift that bar wrong, I leave it on the floor. So it was so many. It's then now it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:14 right now. So I left the gym about 8 o'clock. I've been on camera 14 minutes. Oh, 8 o'clock. A little before 8 o'clock, I left the gym. I got to the gym at 6. So I've been in there in 2 hours. I didn't do 2 hours of work. I did not do 2 hours of work. Grown men wag their tails like dogs when they see you, man. They waiting for you to pet them. Stop it. And you got people in there, they in there, grown men. This one dude had on, I think he was a nurse. Man, this dude had to be like 50 years old. He got it on his whole nursing outfit. It's a conversation starter. Everything's a conversation starter. Oh, well, people want you to ask them where they work at. People want you to ask them. They want to meet each other. Like, dude, man, this ain't a gym. This is not a gym. This is not a gym.